Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at Hospitaller's Even Paladin, the Wind Fury Even Paladin, or Furyadin. Lots of names going up over there, but this is essentially an Even Paladin deck, which is something that we haven't played since the nerf to Call to Arms. Instead, Hospitaller's kind of taken another look at that, included some different packages there. So we'll take a look and see how it goes. So, Even Paladin, we're playing Gen Greymane, which is going to make our hero power cost 1. So we can, with Paladin, turn 1 we can make a 1/1. Every other turn we can pretty much make a 1/1, which is very good at staying on board, and particularly keep competing with a lot of decks on board. We're playing more of a mid-rangey control deck, so it's very good for us to be able to just keep spitting out minions, keep our opponent having to trade in rather than being able to go face. One of the most interesting things that Hospitaller has done is they've included a Corpse Taker package, and they've gone ham on the Corpse Taker package. So usually we see Corpse Taker in Paladin quite a lot because there are plenty of minions that have both Divine Shield and Taunt. We can usually get Divine Shield, Taunt, and Lifesteal, but Hospital has also included a Wind Fury Harpy. So as long as we don't have this in our hand, our Corpse Takers will actually have Wind Fury as well, which makes them quite formidable. They can get Taunt from the Sunkeeper Tarim and from the Lich King. They can get Divine Shield from the the Crystal Lions, and they can get Lifesteal from the Vicious Scalehide. So interesting. This is the only option we have for Wind Fury at 6. There's only one even Wind Fury card in Paladin. So it'll be interesting to see if this kind of package is worthwhile, as we are making a couple of sacrifices, like the playing Vicious Scalehide when we might not necessarily want to, and obviously playing the Wind Fury Harpy. Outside of that, the only other thing that I really want to pay attention to is these Twilight Drakes in the middle here, and this Cult Master. I just haven't played with Cult Master in Paladin before. Seems like it could be okay, but we are making a lot of sacrifices. For instance, not playing the Light Fuse Stegodon, which is a really powerful way for us to snowball our board. If we do have a couple of Silverhand recruits lying around, the Stegodon can represent either a lot of damage, a lot of board control if we get poisonous or something like that. And in general is just quite a strong 4-drop to even just be playing one of. We've got the Crystal Lions in here, which shows that the deck wants to try and commit somewhat to a Silverhand recruit plan. So odd that we don't have the Stegodon. So just trying to pay attention to there. And the last thing is obviously the one of the most powerful draws that this deck has is the Dry Gulch Jailer Mountain Giant draw. If we do get this on the play, it means we can play a turn 3 Mountain Giant, I believe. I might be wrong on that one, as long as we can attack our Dry Gulch Jailer into something. Turn 3 Mountain Giant, so we'll be trying to hit that one pretty often. Alright, we'll take this into some games and see how we go.
Into our strength.
Okay, here against the Warlock. Don't know, Mulligan, get the Mountain Giant.
Why do you fall?
Hiya, friend.
Reporting for duty. Well met.
Voidwalk is an interesting one. This is probably the Heal Zoo list. These equalities are pretty good. This Blessing of Kings is going to be a bit of a brick, though.
Hey, give me that!
duty.
So if they kill a Dragult Sheller, we do burn a card, but I think we're probably happy with that.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Well, ain't that interesting. I don't think we can play both this turn, though.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. I must move quickly.
Bit of an awkward turn there that we couldn't sequence like a quality before playing this Mountain Giant. Like we essentially had the option of we're either Mountain Gianting or quality. This is good. Our opponent thinks we have Stegodons, I guess.
It's playtime.
I think we'll fire off this second Mountain Giant.
Let me think.
Reporting for duty.
With the intention of consecrating behind this. I did to Leroy Soulfire.
Unleash me.
No. Well, definitely a board we have to quality consecrate away. If our opponent has a Despicable Dreadlord to follow this up, we're actually not in great shape. But they are one Dreadlord down.
It's playtime.
So we kind of got away with that one. Yeah, our opponent's draw was so-so. They didn't get any like Light Wardens or anything to capitalize on our slowish start. And we got kind of lucky that they decided to trade into our Silverhand recruits. I guess expecting that Light Fuse Stegodon. If they had gone face, obviously we
Uther versus Rexar.
against the Hunter.
Let the hunt begin. I will fight with honor.
So we're on the play here, which means we're... This Mountain Giant's a bit clunkier. But if this is like a Death Rattle Hunter... Yeah, with so many Hunter's marks around, maybe the Mountain Giant's not the greatest. I'll send it back. think if one of those other two cards was like obviously Dry Gulch would have been great, but even like a Loot Hoarder. Like how bad is this like Twilight Drake Occult Master Mountain Giant hand look?
Into our strength. Reporting for duty.
Swamp is pretty sweet, especially if they have the turn 1 candle shot. They do not. Actually gonna hold the Swampers.
Reporting for duty.
Particularly if this is a Midrange Hunter instead. It's a deck that has to lean a little bit more on Eagle Hornbow. But no, it is the Rattler.
Reporting for duty.
I think we'll just get some more pressure
The
on.
battle! The battle!
Especially if they have like Playdead here. We want to be able to trade into that, the big old dino boy.
Your weakness.
Ooh, Stalker.
Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle! The battle!
Maybe we should have played True Silver Champion there. So it allows us to get the full trade. Ooh. And the Plated. Yikes. We still got some action.
Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle!
We still got some action. Our opponent trading their like 1-mana cards for 5/5s is pretty strong though. Okay, that's all the Playdeads, all the Terrascale Stalker, whatever that guy's called. Face.
Shields up.
I'm gonna get this Cult Master down and try and hit some of our higher impact cards.
The battle!
I must move quickly.
Too many eggs indeed, Ray.
No more take.
Was the egg into every Playdead and Terrascale Stalker before turn 6. The other option before was to instead of playing this Dry Gulch, we could have slammed our Scalehide into something to try and find another card. Try and find a quality, I guess, is the main thing we'd be looking for. But don't think we're winning this one, friends. Yeah. Yeah, well played to our opponent.
The victory is
So it was just one egg, but it had all of Ungoro Crater hiding inside it. Yeah. I guess that's how eggs work in Ungoro. Okay, another
begin.
another hunter.
Fight with honor.
Not the same one. We'll keep this loot hoarder. I guess Drake is still a strong 4. Did I tell you about the Barb Light? He did tell me about the Barb Light. The plague that has befouled you and all of your name. Okay, Giant's good here. Two Fireflies. Boy, howdy. Our opponent wants that board. Wants that presence.
Truth is found in death.
And Kellyson. No.
Reporting for duty.
So, bit of a... It's not too risky, like 4 damage isn't the most. But definitely could have coined a Consecrate there. It's just so pretty low value. If our opponent's got Kaliseth,
This beast will
like,
not be tamed.
his death rattle. So these Consecrates aren't gonna be doing too much in this game. I imagine this Mountain Giant is about to get shot down by a Hunter's Mark. It's actually looking at Even Pal. I saw some sweet Divine Shield build. What's it trying to do? Other than presumably play Divine Shield minions. Is it like the... Trying to do stuff with Bolvar? Is it Bolvar the one who gets buffs whenever you lose a Divine Shield? Terrible Glass Knight card. Glass Knight's gas. I know Stan Sifka was talking about playing Glass Knight in Even Paladin before it got nerfed, of course. Why didn't you coin a 4-drop on turn 3? If we coin the 4-drop, then we can't play the Mountain Giant, which might not be a great play because they could have the Hunter's Mark. Also, their board was pretty anemic. It was only 4 damage. And we can potentially get a bit more value out of these Consecrates. Like right now, maybe.
I wonder.
Do I want this Dry Gulch Jailer down? Not so much. But yeah, there was definitely a line on turn 3 to play something. Nothing felt... Oh my gosh. This is... Oof. Oh, that's something to coin out. Alright. Well, this Corpse Egg is going to have lifesteal, so that's a good one.
Let
I
me.
think we'll go for this True Silver though, so we can start getting on the pressure. Means we can't coin out this Silver Sword next turn. But I guess once we've played the Silver Sword, you're totally right. Like, we're never
For justice.
gonna play the True Silver afterwards. We're not playing around Crushing Walls.
The battle.
Gotta be playing around Crushing Walls. I guess next turn we can always lay on hands, or we can like Twilight Drake coin Corpse Taker, which probably getting pretty relevant now. How do we sequence this? It's like coin, attack, Twilight Drake, Corpse Taker.
Winter is
For
here.
justice.
So we missed the Wind Fury, but still hit on the lifesteal.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Ooh.
Let me think.
Drop all your dudes before weapon. Yeah, I don't know. That awkward, like, the chain gangs being 2/3/4s. Wow. Wow. They had the candle shot to stop some of that lifesteal. Okay. It's a big old bear.
Reporting for duty. For justice. For justice.
Pretty dangerous. Probably dead to quite a lot of things right here. Especially that one. Yeah, that Grizzly rip off the Katharina was huge. But I think we played an okay game there. There were lots of decisions. I think we could have tried to be a bit more thoughtful about things, but let's take a look at the deck. Overall, I think it was doing something pretty interesting. I'm still not sure how I feel about the Cult Masters and the Twilight Drakes in the middle, or even this Corpse Taker package. To be honest, like there were some times like that Wind Fury Harp at the end of it in that second game, like was not exactly a brick, but it was we always had better options, and often same kind of thing with the Vicious Scalehide. So I'm not 100% on the Corpse Taker package. It's interesting, and I think if you ever land like a fully charged Corpse Taker, there are going to be some decks that struggle to do much about it, and even getting a couple of hits in against decks like Tempo Mage, Murloc Mage, that kind of stuff. It's going to be pretty good for you. What I'd maybe like to see is some experimentation with the with more of the Silverhand stuff. So getting those the Stegodons in there. Try that instead of the Corpse Taker package. Maybe try and play a couple of better trios. We never got to play this Dark Conviction, but other than that, the Lay on Hands. I don't know. I don't know if this is a meta where we can really safely resolve Lay on Hands. I don't know. Definitely more experimentation needed, but overall, I like that people are coming back to this archetype. I think it still has something going for it, and maybe we can see in the next week or so a bit more research go into things. So if you are watching this video on YouTube, all the links will be down in the description, including the link to the Hearthstone deck, the deck code if you want to copy this and play the deck yourself. And if you want to hit me up, if you've got a deck that you want me to play, best place to do that is on Twitter at Tommy_Wave. All the other links are down there in the description. And I want to let people know that I have just finished submitting, or rather my emote got approved. It's the Stay Wavy emote, which I'm now spamming in chat. So if you are a subscriber or you want to be one, there's now an emote for you, which is great. So until next time, hope you have a good one, and stay wavy, friends. Bye.